clown.
Don't be afraid of clowns. They're nice. They're your friends.
Clowns are friggin' scary, man. I don't know. I mean, everyone's got like an issue with clowns.
Coulrophobia actually is just meaning a dreaded fear of a thing. In this case, it happens to be clowns, okay? That then a child or an adolescent, or even adults, if they've been traumatized in childhood, want to avoid.
I know what you're thinking, Sam. Why did it have to be clowns? Give me a break. You didn't think I remember, did you? I mean, come on, you still bust out crying whenever you see Ronald McDonald on the television.
Sam, part of his character is that he was afraid of clowns as a little boy. So we purposely arranged pieces in the story that weren't necessarily scripted to make him uncomfortable.
The idea of being afraid of clowns is a lot to do with the makeup, because the makeup that's put on a person's face when they become a clown hides all those little visual cues that everybody has that you don't even realize you're picking up on.
We look at the eyes, we look at the mouth. With a clown face on, people get fearful. People don't know what is really going on.
It's very disconcerting, and with the clothing that they wear, you can't read them. You have no idea. They've got this big painted smile, but they could be thinking anything, and that freaks people out.
The innocence that people used to have with clowns, people are, I think, have gotten too sophisticated, and they know that there's a dude behind that mask. And it's the idea of, that's not a happy person. That's like a sad, lonely, and dangerous person with a mask pretending to be happy. And there's something inherently suspicious about that.
All those kind of issues are in there to me, and that's what was so interesting about picking clowns for this, is because it hits at the heart of the family, it hits at the heart of innocence, it hits at the heart of childhood. And not to sound dark, but it's sort of downhill from there, kids, because you're just gonna find out that even you can't even trust the clown. There are several urban legends of phantom clowns. There's one famous one in the Boston area in the 70s.
These elementary school kids and junior high kids were reporting that this filthy clown in a white van was trying to grab kids and throw them in his van, and that certain kids were grabbed and that the vans disappeared.
And what I heard of that particular story was that there was some speculation, because they could never trace these clowns, that they might actually be ghosts of clowns as opposed to being just kind of very sick people who were after the children.
It wasn't real. I mean, the police investigated, there was no such thing, but it was like this crazy scare, this kind of odd mass hysteria that there was these serial killer clowns out there. And I love that. I mean, that's friggin' great. When Sam talks about like, oh, there was these phantom clown sightings here, here, and here, these were the towns where there really was phantom clown hysteria in the 70s. You know, so we really wanted to do that episode. We couldn't quite find the angle on it until this season, you know, when John pitched this idea of this creature that is taking the form of clowns so it can be invited into houses.
That episode of all the ones I've written has gotten probably the most visceral reaction from people of oh my God, you know, I couldn't watch it.
Like every so often you're like, oh, that was so fun, or what a fun episode, but every so often they give you one like, okay, that really upset me. Then you know that you did your job. Then you kind of smile and you're like, good times.